Aloha, everybody.
Hey, hi.
You watch where you're driving.
Yeah, that's my most important thing.
That's the important thing to
Okay,
do.
here we are. Good.
Okay, so we're just about ready to go in and have some lunch at Sweet Tomatoes.
Yay.
So, but I wanted to address something before we go in, if we could.
Sure, good.
So we've talked quite a bit about fasting and nutrition, and we have some other videos coming up that we're going to talk about some special things too. But one thing that I don't hear a lot of talk about is chewing our food and why that's so important. So I thought maybe you could just discuss for a minute or two.
It's so important. It's so important. It's important on three major levels, really. Mm-hmm. First of all, meals originally were designed to be a social function.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it was to be like we're all gathering for breaking the fast, breakfast. And it was a big thing. People would come out of the fields to get ready to go to work. And they come out of the field and everybody get together and they sit down and be social. Mm-hmm. You've seen the Italian movies or maybe some other movies, the Spanish movies or whatever. They all gather together for a great big commune.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just a fun thing. The kids have fun, you have fun. And you notice they take their time. And the men kind of talk business or talk stuff, and the women talk about different things, and it's social. It's supposed to take a while. It's supposed to be an enjoyable event. But out of nowhere, the world has been taken over by fast food. There's no more time for socializing. There's no more time for your children. There's no more time for your wife. There's no more time to integrate as a family and to share experiences and to grow.
Right.
So we've gotten fast food. And so fast food basically says, since you're eating fast food, why don't you just rush in here quickly and just grab something quickly, chew it very quickly, and fastly swallow the thing and out the door, and it's not a good plan.
Okay.
Social eating, taking time to chew your food, will actually decrease or even remove depression. Because you're really enjoying something, and it removes depression when you feel happier or better, right?
Right.
So when you're chewing, take your time. And there's another reason for it, not just socially or family or the original way to do things. It also is necessary. You can't avoid it. You should actually chew 40 chews per bite.
Wow, 40 chews per bite? That's a lot.
I know it sounds like a lot, but as soon as you do it, you'll go, I can't believe I'm at 40 already.
Okay.
You just go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Why
5.
is that so important?
Because when you start breaking this food down, it starts to really diminish, and the taste buds can now enjoy it more.
Okay.
But they can also start the analysis process. You see, here's the thing. We have taste buds on our tongue. And when you and I are talking, just normally, it doesn't really come into play because there's not that so much saliva that's produced. But as soon as you start to chew something, the teeth coming together, pressing against the jawbones, sends a message to the brain that, hey, I'm chewing something. So the brain goes, let's find out what it is so we can rightly process it.
Okay.
Right. So it sends special saliva. Like when you and I are talking, it's just normal mouth. But if you start to chew something sweet, this part here is stimulated more than anything else.
Okay.
Like
Cookies.
Cookies or ice cream or a little green, red, yellow ball or those little sugar balls. Whatever, you put that on your tongue and you like your tongue moving on that. If it's really kind of a palatable thing, like French fries, for example, you may not notice, but you may have. You may notice that all of that flavor left in your mouth is through the roof of your mouth, straight down like a finger width, and right across the center of your tongue, and you'll actually wind up rubbing your tongue against the top of the roof of your mouth to get that moving.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah. And now if I tell you, hey, Kendra, let's just get ourselves a nice green, plump, juicy lime. Let's just cut a piece off and just put it in your mouth. You chew the whole thing, including the rind. Can you feel the saliva?
I already can, just thinking about it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. So, but it's true. Now that says we're chewing something sour.
Okay.
Different electrolytes are sent across the tongue saying, analyze what we're eating. Why?
Okay.
So we can properly digest it.
How does that work?
Because we have taste buds that are actually give us joy to eat, but they're actually sensors. And they actually analyze each one of the nutrients in our body. There's 204, I think, vitamins, minerals, and trace minerals. You'll never get a straight answer on that. Nobody will really tell you a straight answer on that. Neither will they tell you how many taste buds. I've read everything from 3,000 to 5,000 and sometimes 10,000. Nobody's ever really done that.
Okay.
But I know the taste buds are numerous and plentiful enough that they can analyze any combination of nutrients going into our mouth.
Okay.
And when they do, they electrically stand up, they analyze it, the electrolytes come across, then the electrolytes carry that message to the brain. Mm-hmm. It's an electrical transmission. It says, hey, we're chewing 2 parts vitamin C, 3 parts selenium, 2 parts, let's say, niacin, whatever. And the brain goes, oh, I got it, you're chewing broccoli.
Okay.
And the more you chew it, the more clearly it's defined.
Okay.
For example, we have 3 different types of melons. Let's say a honeydew and a cantaloupe. Chew, 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 kind of similar, but the more you chew, the more you analyze it, the more different the ratios become.
Okay.
It's like a recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So once the brain gets it, the brain then calls to the stomach, says, hey, stomach, we're chewing broccoli. And the stomach goes, I don't know what broccoli is. Send me the formula. Send me the recipe that made this substance. And so electronically it goes to the rugae, which contains the acid, and it targets that rugae acid into a specific acid to just digest broccoli effectively as possible.
Wow.
And if you chew a carrot, you get a completely different formula. Instead of 3, 6, 9, it's 2,500, 2, and 12. Now the brain goes, we're chewing carrot. He says, I got that because you sent me the ratios that were well described.
Wow.
And so now we're chewing that. So what happens when you eat a Thanksgiving dinner?
Mm-hmm.
People overeat.
Oh yeah, I eat overeat.
I just can't wait for Thanksgiving dinner because I can have one bite of every single thing on the planet, right? From turkey to gravy to potatoes to yams to grapes to celery to lettuce to
right.
Stop dressing. Yeah, and so we're just going, and for the first time, this word is going to mean something to you. Mm-hmm. You wind up with acid indigestion. And acid indigestion means that you have eaten so many variables and you send so many of those to the stomach goes, I don't know what to do with these messages. I'm just like, I can't even function. I just can't digest. I've got too much acid out here. So then you have to take an antacid to take it and neutralize the acid, and you really don't get much food value out of a Thanksgiving meal.
Wow. I guess I never really thought about that. I do have friends, and myself as well, occasionally. Not as much me as one of my really good friends. Mm-hmm. Always has indigestion. Always has indigestion. I know that that she doesn't eat properly in the first place. She does eat a lot of fast food and processed foods, boxed foods, and what have you. But I haven't thought about the fact that it's not just what she's eating; it's the fact that she's got so many variables that she's eating that her body just can't process all of it.
Can't digest it all. It's just confusion.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Total confusion. Yeah. So let's just say, how about this? You take a bite of let's just say celery, and a bite of styrofoam. You can do that, bite. It's not a smart thing, but your body can do dumb things all the time. You're living proof that it can, right? I am.
Yes.
So it takes those 2 in, and the body goes like, yeah, we've got something that has a nutritional ratio, but there's also something in here that has no nutrition at all. Okay. And that's just gaga, and it's coming down. He goes, don't worry, when it gets here, I'll sort through it because I have the acid to break down that, but that other stuff, I'm just going to expel it. So when we're eating a lot of food that has no nutrition, all the fast foods are nutrition zero.
Right.
There's no nutrition. It's just sensation. So they're chew, or not chew because you wolf it down so fast that the body gets it and it goes like, I don't know what to do with this. It just expels it. Yeah. And so how much nutrition do you get from going to McDonald's? I'll say it, McDonald's. Stay away from the fast foods. They're murdering America. It's a fat fest is what it is. All the rest of them. Burger King. Don't leave out Carl's Jr. The 4 things on the corner of every single street you see. Yeah, stay out of there.
That's true.
And so the body goes like, there's no nutrition here. I'll just expel it. After you eat a fast food, you are hungry again. And what do you quench it with? A 44-ounce refill soda that is zero, but the sensation turns off the hunger. Right. And all you do is get bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at the kids. Yeah. And diet sodas will make you bigger than regular sodas.
That's amazing.
Non-nutrition is dangerous. All we can do is do nutrition. Eat nutrition. Stay away from sensation. If you're addicted, it's sensation.
I think that's the thing too, and that's how that's what I came up with during this last detox that I did. I did a 21-day detox.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Big change.
Huge changes, just huge changes. But that is one thing that I discovered about myself, and that is I'm addicted to food.
Yeah, it's almost like that's the basic foundation of America.
Literally, we, not just me. You guys are addicted to food, and I had to really process that and really come to know that is my truth. So, like, for instance, and I think I said this on one of the other videos, certain times of the day, I'm looking at my watch going, oh, well, it's almost lunchtime, or I'd be at the salon.
Yeah.
And I need to run out and go grab some food to have at the salon that I can eat between clients, because I'm only going to have a couple of minutes between each client in order to eat. So I need to have this big array of, fast food, to be able to eat. But when I went on the 21-day detox, which also means I was fasting, so I was not chewing. And we can talk about why I didn't chew at the next video, not this one. This was starting to be too long. But I'd really like to discuss that. But once I stopped chewing and started realizing what I'm doing,
right,
I realized I'm addicted to food.
And I will even amplify that. You're addicted to what food has become, and that's a sensation.
Yes, exactly.
You're addicted to the sensation. Oh, I can't go without chocolate. Oh, I can't go without a soda. Oh,
we say those things. Yeah. I have a friend that just this morning I saw on her Facebook. She's trying to do some things good for her body. She's asking her friends to come along with her and cut out all of these bad things. But I did notice that one of her friends said, "Oh, I can't go without my coffee."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. But
and
we tell ourselves
all of you,
that.
You will have something in your mind says, "Oh, yeah, I can do that, but I can't go without this."
Yeah,
a lot of people
that.
It's chocolate. A lot of people it's wine. A lot of people it's cigarettes. A lot of people it's coffee.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people it's sodas. Oh my gosh, the soda industry is just a lawn mowing, human mowing machine. It just kills everyone that drinks it. You've got to get away from the sodas. All of them.
Well, I would definitely want to be able to address some of those other things on a later video. Yeah. This one's already 12 minutes long, so we'll tell everybody goodbye.
We gotta go eat sweet tomatoes.
We're gonna go and sweet tomatoes. A nice big salad. So, hey guys, thanks for listening, and do me a favor, like us down below, and subscribe to our channel so that you can hear Dr. Jeremiah, naturopath, talk about all sorts of different things. And if you have any questions that you'd like him to answer, we'll address you. We'll talk to you later. Say goodbye.
Bye.